You're good to go.
Thanks, Bet. So, as I was trying to say before, this is not the only time that we discovered that, the residents of this planet are, well, not all that wonderful or accommodating or warm or... Yeah, you're going to get to see a very prime example of what some of the people are like here, and it's not just in this one class story. It's this way the entire game, like in every class story. Yeah. Barris called him a political creature, and I think that's actually quite an appropriate term. You'll get to see why here in just a moment.
You lack patience, Duke Kendo. There are standard procedures that must be adhered to.
Your disregard for our family rules is appalling. You are an abomination. Goodbye, cousin.
Fools. They won't be feeling much of anything for long.
Duke Kendo, Darth Barris sent me.
What? You're not on my schedule. I don't appreciate being interrupted. Barris isn't even on my radar, Sith. I have a war to wage and personal ambitions to achieve here.
I'm here to adjust your radar.
A threat? You see these Sith I have attending me? Your corpse will be my message to your master. Femres, make this intruder a distant memory, will you?
I'm sorry, Duke Kendo. We are assigned to protect you and support your interests in the struggle for Alderaan. But we serve the Emperor first, and we will not cross Darth Barris or his apprentice.
This is wonderful. I love this whole situation. This guy is such an obnoxious politician that he actually is like, who are you to walk in here? You're not even worth my time. You Sith who protect me, you attack him. And they're like, no. He's a fellow Sith. We don't serve you, we serve the Emperor. Just no. And just wait till you see his reaction to that.
I don't respect a kiss-up.
I simply see the big picture.
That's not what I meant. I did not mean that towards him. I meant that towards him.
What?
Get this.
I'm here to adjust.
But
It's good to know some people have respect.
we consider you an ally, friend.
Good to see that you are smart. Now watch Kendo's reaction.
Okay. That was unexpected. It seems I may have been hasty regarding your master's needs. How can I make amends?
The moment he realizes he doesn't have the advantage, he caves. He quickly goes from, you're not worth my time, to, oh, I'm so sorry. How can I make it up to you? Such a sniveling little political creature, as Barris called him, and rightly so.
You can start by bowing to me, too.
Of course. Consider it a small demonstration of my repentance. I pledge the same level of focus that had me so absorbed in my own work. I pledge myself to your directives, and as I aid you, perhaps you'll be moved to help me in mine.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I am focused and at your service. As I recall, Darth Barris wanted information on a young Alderaanian girl who was taken off-planet to train with Jedi Master Nomen Karr. I was to locate her family, so that you could, well, send the girl a message.
For your sake, I hope you were successful.
The truth is, information about this girl is difficult to come by. I managed only one lead. Nomen Karr's Padawan fits the description of the former handmaiden of a noblewoman in House Alder named Lady Renata. I've questioned her already, but Renata is protected by House Alder's greatest champion. The man has never met his match in melee.
He's never met me.
If I may, once you've eliminated her protector and gotten what you need, I would personally be very indebted if you'd arrange to have Lady Renata brought to us for questioning.
By us, what he really means is brought to me, and not necessarily for questioning. He has much more disgusting intentions for Lady Renata.
I'll take it under consideration.
All right. I just hope the mood strikes you. While House Alder is a small player on Alderaan, it is affiliated with House Organa. Therefore, Lady Renata's estate is in hostile territory and very well defended. Be cautious.
Be ready for my return.
I do hope to see you soon. Until then...
Of course, let's just say that I'm not really intending to let him benefit too much from anything he gets out of this little arrangement, if you know what I mean. As I said, we will, it's something that, yeah, like, I kind of made that decision in the last video that we're going to continue to the end of this act to get Jaisa, and then we will come back and do the planetary arc, because you probably noticed it was right there at the area that we were just at. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. Actually, let's go this way. You'll find out more about those. I remember that I mentioned about some kind of insectoid-like race on this planet that's kind of like the Borg. Yeah, like I said, when we do the planetary arc, you'll find out more about that. You'll especially find out more if you see my Imperial Agent playthrough, because we are going to get to have interactions with someone who is directly a part of that and involved in it. In fact, they become a companion. It's actually kind of interesting. Of course, when you learn more about what's really going on, whew, the implications are quite horrifying. Like I said, just kind of like I can't really think of a better way than insect-like race and then compare them to the Borg, and that's, well, that's pretty much all I really need to say, honestly. Alright, let's see here. This way. Again, sorry about all the stuttering and such. Like I said, a planet like this just seems to cause me to have lots of stuttering and frame rate issues. I hope that's going to change in the future. Especially now that I'm hearing that some graphic card prices are dropping, which is really nice to hear. So hopefully, if things work out, you will be seeing an improvement when it comes to my quality of videos, or rather, the quality that you see here in terms of frame rate and performance and all that later on. Excuse me.
My lady, we have intruder.
Lady Renata, I seek the family of your former handmaiden, Jaisa Wilson.
What's this nonsense you're spouting? I don't know what you're talking about.
Lady, let me kill this Sith like the last one Duke Kendo sent.
Windred, you don't need my permission to kill an enemy that comes barging through my door. Make it fast.
Wow, this Windred is quite intelligent, isn't he? Let me kill Sith like last one. Mm-hmm.
Stand down, Windred, or you're dead.
Sith got it wrong. I make you dead.
Well, you asked for it. You had your chance, pal.
lady. Sorry.
This can't be. I'm sorry I ordered him to kill you, Sith. I hope you don't hold it against me. You see, I've been fending off Duke Kendo's advances for some time, and I just assumed you were here for him. If you're not working for the Duke, I'll gladly cooperate. You mentioned a girl, yes? Jace or someone?
Oh, now you're ready to help me.
Glad to see I have your undivided attention.
You have a very persuasive manner. I was aware of the young handmaiden who left Alderaan with the Jedi Master. And I did hear the name Jace Wilsum, but you're mistaken. I didn't know her. The girl never served me.
Lying to me would be a very big mistake.
Duke Kendo will be able to discover if she's lying. The Duke congratulates you on your impressive venture into House Alday. I'm here to take the fair lady to him.
No! Don't let him take me to that pig! I do know who the girl worked for. I'll tell you all I can, if only you'll keep me from Duke Kendo.
So yeah, just to make this clear, Kendo wants us to bring Lady Renata here to him, not for an interrogation, but because he basically wants to make her his, well, just to put it bluntly, sex slave. Yeah. Because even if we decide not to do that, he'll imply that he would have taken a very, very long time to question her in the most... and he says it in a way that you can tell that's exactly what he means. Yeah, it's pretty... He's quite the sleazeball. Yeah.
You'd say anything to save your neck.
I promise you. Judge once you've heard. Before she left with the Jedi, Jace Wilsum was the handmaiden of Giselle Organa of House Organa. They were inseparable. Before the war, Giselle was an aristocrat like myself. Now she leads the Organan troops against House Ulgo.
That's not a lot to go on.
But that's as close as I can get you to Jace. Giselle can tell you the rest.
The Duke will know where to find Giselle Organa, and how to reach her. If you let me deliver Lady Renata to him, I'm sure Kendo will happily shed light on the situation for you.
So, yeah, this is pretty awful, but, Kendo won't be alive long enough to actually enjoy her company, if you know what I mean.
I never intended to keep her safe.
I thought by telling you what I know you'd show mercy.
Your destiny lies with the Duke, woman. Be nice to him, and maybe he'll treat you well. I meant what I said. I'm sure Kendo can help you find and confront Giselle. You should consult with him on it.
Be sure he's prepared when I get there.
Of course, friend. I will see you at House Thule. Come, Renata. Time to face your fate.
And a terrible fate it will be.
All better.
Ah, you return. I'm beside myself with appreciation for delivering Lady Renata for me. She will prove to be most useful.
Tell it to someone who gives a damn.
Just expressing my boundless appreciation. So, Fimrest tells me the lead was fruitful. Although Lady Renata was not the Gold's mistress, she knew who was. Giselle Organa. I should say, General Giselle Organa. Now you have to track her down, which poses a bit of a problem.
If you can't solve the problem, you should be afraid.
Well, I'd better come up with a solution, then. Giselle Organa leads the Organa War against House Ulgo. Her headquarters is protected by an impenetrable force field. No firepower can breach it. The force field allows Giselle and her advisors to be stationed very close to the front and maintain a more hands-on command.
I grow impatient for an answer, Kendo.
These things can't be rushed. Unless... Yes. Wait. I think I have it. A force field needs power to maintain itself, yes? So, if we manage to cut the power... And I bet I know exactly where Giselle is getting her juice. If I'm right, you could just walk through the front door.
Let's cut to the chase.
Almost all the power on Alderaan is supplied by the planetary generator. Giselle must be piggybacking the system to power her force field. Several of my fellows do this to maintain their special security needs. A precise charge at the generator will force fail-safes to fire. The planet won't miss a beat, but ancillary systems like Giselle's force field will have to be manually reset, which could take some time.
What do you think of this plan?
Me? Wow, you want my opinion? Cool. I'll tell you, I just don't trust this guy.
What a charming creature you are. Believe me, this is the only way to gain access to the Organa headquarters. Fimres, fetch a 7/7 detonator from my arms cabinet there, and give it to our friend.
As you wish.
The Alderaan power generator is located above the Strait Valley, and it boasts the planet's most advanced security systems. You'll have to fight your way in, set the charge, then fight your way out before the boom. It won't be easy.
Are you trying to make me angry?
Forgive me. Just seeking to prepare you the best I'm able. Once you've detonated the generator, you'll still have to wade through Giselle's surrounding army and invade her headquarters before her force field is reset. I'll be eagerly tracking your progress. Good luck.
So at 43, I then get a new passive talent. Unless I want this here. We'll stick with that for now. Now to go find a general. Oh gosh. It automatically respawned me outside the mountain so I wouldn't get stuck. That's pretty nice. I mean, how often have you guys experienced getting stuck in those kind of things and then you're like, ah! Like, how do I get out? Like, even if you do the /stuck command to get yourself out, you know, and it still doesn't work. Because I've seen it and heard about it from other players where they just couldn't get out even though they tried the actual built-in /stuck command to get themselves out of it, and it just wouldn't work. And at that point, it was just like, oh, okay, you're just going to have to either, like, especially if it's an MMO, you're just going to have to, like, submit a ticket at that point. You know, to try and see if there's anyone on the dev team that can respond and actually help you out with that. Or if it's like an offline game, like a single-player game, just, I don't know, reloading an earlier save and just avoiding that. Hey, look at that. Another player actually using the same mount as me.
You're good to go.
There we go.
This always does the trick.
Boom. Nah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just teleport outside, and then we'll just mount up and go the rest of the way. How nice that we had a supply camp just right outside that area. Although we are not too well hidden. Just saying. Oh, looks like I can just go right through the front door.
You're good to go.
Hello. Like, okay, can we turn off the alarms, please? Knock, knock.
General, our standing army outside is being wiped out. Someone or something is on its way here.
Let's go with something.
My technicians almost have the force field reset, but we're still a sitting duck.
There have been several assassinations of House Thule officials, whose security systems were down by the generator explosion. In my opinion, House Ulgo is behind all this.
Your opinion is about to change. I'm here for information on Jason Wilson's family.
Intruder!
Shut up.
Giselle, get behind me.
None of you panic. I'll handle this. Sith, did I hear you right? You've perpetrated all this in search of my former handmaiden?
I doubt you would have taken my call.
It might have worked. I'm a practical woman. You have decimated my forces outside. They were to be deployed to secure a part of my front that's about to fall. Now I have no reinforcements. You seek information only I have, and my front needs bolstering. Perhaps we can help each other.
I don't think you understand how this works. You either talk, or I persuade you.
I'll kill your entourage one by one until you give me what I want.
Go ahead. I'm not a commander with a soft heart. My actions are always dictated by the big picture. Kangrel, Prin, and Blanks knew the risks of serving a general. It will be a waste of effort to kill them. Even if you destroy my flea of a servant, you'll still get nothing from me, unless you agree to defend my front from Ulgo.
I think you underestimate, 1, how far I'm willing to go, and 2, how much you can actually stomach when it comes to this.
I will not back down.
This isn't working, Sith. I am not so easily broken.
No, stop! Please! Blanks is my lover. I'll tell you everything. Just please don't kill him! Jason Wilson's parents are servants in Castle Organa. They are stationed in the central tower. Here, take this. It's a passkey that will gain you entry to their chamber. Just please stop choking Blanks.
Do I let him live and kill her, or do I make her pay for her defiance?
Your stubbornness has sealed his fate.
Indeed.
No! Oh, Blanks, my love!
You are cruelty. I hope my Organa brothers cut you to shreds as you try to invade our castle.
And with that...
Your life is about to end.
And now you've joined him. Now, let's go find Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. Again, sorry guys. I hope you notice that once we actually get inside, we're fine. It's just this outside portion that is just very infuriating. Fighting and aggroing everything. But that's why I like this mount, because I would have already been dismounted if I had used some other ones here. And then, of course, you use the typical strategy of trying to break line of sight, force aggro to break. Come on, Jedi. Come on. There you go. With a mount like this, you just run past all of them, and you break line of sight, and they will eventually stop being aggro to you.
All better.
Hello, boys! Now this is where it gets quite amusing when we reach the Wilsons, because, well, let's just say they're being watched over by somebody that is going to make this quite entertaining. And I will actually admit I'm a little conflicted on what I want to actually do here. There they are, and take a look. They have a Jedi Protector. Nice try.
General Jessel's warning was true. The Sith has come for us.
Men, rally around me. The fight is upon us.
I didn't think a single assailant could make it through Castle Organa's defenses all the way here to us.
I kill everything that gets in my way.
Mark my words. I will stop you, Sith. You will not harm Parvin and Gregor Wilson. I vow it.
You know, I'm just saying, Jedi.
No one has to get hurt over this.
So, you murdered countless innocents to get here, and now you want to make friends.
Please, Master Jedi. I realize the Sith can't be trusted, but I want to hear this.
Fine. Say your piece, Sith. I'm not going anywhere. And I will protect them, no matter what.
It's going to be fun, acquainting you with reality.
Please, no more bloodshed. If there's something you want from us, I'm willing to listen.
Gregor, this has to do with Jaisa. I just know it.
Yes, I'm here because of your daughter.
I knew she shouldn't have gone with the Jedi. Now the Empire is hunting her. Sith, Jaisa was our life. She was going to marry Organa nobility so that we would no longer have to be servants.
When she left, we sacrificed that dream. We don't know anything about Jaisa now. We were told we would probably never see her again. We are mere servants. What could you want with us?
So I want to point something out here. This just kind of speaks to, people, some people think the Republic and the Jedi are, that they do nothing but wonderful things. I just want to point something out here just to kind of counter that little point. Their plan was to have Jaisa, this is part of the Alderaanian politics, and this is kind of one of those old medieval kind of politic way. You know how they would have a child marry the child of another family to create some kind of political alliance between those families and such, and the families of those who were wed kind of got elevated to a certain status because of that alliance? How they would do those things in that kind of era? That's kind of what was happening here. They were going to have Jaisa marry someone who was part of an Alderaanian family, and have their status be raised so they wouldn't have to be servants anymore. They would be able to be provided for, live luxuriously, because they were the parents of Jaisa, who would have been married into a more noble, higher noble status. Then the Jedi show up, and they take her, and that's it. They don't compensate them for this. They don't provide them with any kind of compensation of, yeah, we know we've ruined your plan, so to make up for it, here is such and such amount of credits, or protection or anything. And keep in mind, the only reason that the Jedi Master is standing here right now is because of recent events, because they recently found out that we were going after Jaisa and Nomen Karr, so that they only recently sent this Jedi to protect them. It's not like he's been here ever since they took Jaisa from this place. So they just straight up took their daughter and then didn't comp them at all. And they were basically stuck being servants here forever, without any other alternative to make up for it. Now, here's something rather clever. Now, this is kind of falls into the light side way of things, but considering what happened here and what's going on, well...
I'm here to deliver you from servitude.
You want to help us?
No, Gregor. The Sith is toying with us before killing us.
Heed your wife's warning, Gregor Wilson. Sith are devious and demented.
Is that what you mean, Sith? By killing us, you end our life of servitude? Can't you spare us?
If you align with the Empire, you live.
What do you mean by this? What is to happen to us if we do as you say?
I'll see to it that you live like kings.
Oh, you dirty, no good cretin!
Parvin, Jaisa has gone off to a life of discipline and detachment. We are unlikely to ever see her again. The Sith is offering us a way out of this, a way to live.
Jaisa is sensitive, Gregor. She will feel our betrayal. It will fester in her. Don't you see? This Sith is banking on that.
Did you hear me say you'll live like kings?
My wife can't see the big picture. You offer a choice between death or pledging ourselves to our daughter's enemy. I choose that Parvin and I live in the arms of the Empire, and I trust that my daughter will understand and remain strong.
Your wife has to agree as well.
Please, my sweet, stand with me on this.
My place is with you, Gregor. As long as we're alive, there's hope.
We are in agreement. We shall embrace the Empire. Tell us what happens next.
The Empire's capital planet awaits your arrival.
I'm so glad you've all found an accord. But there's still the matter of you being our enemy, Sith. Not only will I not allow the Wilsons to do this, but you had yourself a killing spree getting here. That can't go unpunished.
So, I also want to point out, he just said he will not allow them to do what I just did. I just offered them a way out of their life of servitude here that they were trying to get out of. And they were left without that way to get out of it by the Jedi. So I offer them a way to get out of this, to live luxuriously on Dromund Kaas, without ever having to be servants ever again. They could have their own servants if they wanted to. A life of luxury and wealth. And he's just like, no, I won't allow that. When they just said they will do that, that's what they want. But he's like, no, I won't allow that. This Jedi just prevented them from getting out of servitude. He just said, I'm not going to allow them to do so. Now, he thinks he's trying to prevent them from going to the Empire. I'm offering them a way to get out of servitude, and he's preventing that. Just really want to make this clear that he is not really understanding what I just did for them. I just did them a huge favor. And he is like, no, I won't allow it, because you're our enemy, Sith.
Stand in my way, and everyone dies.
Yes, Master Volrider. Stay true to the Jedi Code and keep the peace. Too many have died already today.
Gregor and I go of our own free will, and spare this house any further pain.
This doesn't sit right. But I can't attack someone walking in peace. Even a Sith.
This proves that the Jedi Code is folly. It makes you weak.
The code is everything, Sith. But I wouldn't expect you to respect it. Leave out the back door to avoid further casualties. I'll say nothing further.
So now let's inform Barriss about this. Now, you may think, oh, Barriss is never going to go for this. Here's the thing. Remember, Barriss is smarter than the average Sith. Now, plenty of other Sith Lords wouldn't be like, no, you will kill them or else. However, Barriss is much smarter than that. At least for now.
Ah, apprentice. The Sith Fimrace who attends Duke Kendo was able to patch me through to you directly. Excellent. I am seeking an update. News of your search for Jason Wilson's family has reached me, and I am quite concerned.
Relax, old man. All is under control.
That's not what I am hearing. Duke Kendo contacted me to tell me that you have been busying yourself with personal exploits.
Hold on. Let's try another one.
I'm...
No cause for concern. I sent her parents to you.
Really? Excellent thinking. As I torture them, their pain will scream into the galaxy and torment
No. That's not what I promised them.
I promised them riches, and I believe it will be more effective if they live fruitfully.
Ah, very conniving. The happier they are under Imperial rule, the more it will tear at the Jedi's heart. I would make it so.
See?
Eclipse my greatest hopes for you, and prove you belong at my side. Which makes my susceptibility to Duke Kendo's gossip about you all the more foolish.
Excuse me? What gossip has he been spreading about me?
Are you going to tell me what that maggot said, or not?
First off, Kendo said that you set an explosion that caused the death of several Thule dignitaries.
That was his doing, not mine.
It must be politically advantageous for him to disavow his role in such a thing. Kendo also said that you had the General of Organa's military forces at your mercy, and you spared her, suggesting that you're a traitor.
That is a lie. I killed the General.
I sense no tremor of deceit in you. All that matters to me is that your mission is complete. For whatever reason, the man has taken it upon himself to slander you. I have no further use for Duke Kendo. Punish him however you please. If it were me, he'd pay severely.
Looks like it's time for a bloodbath.
Do what you will, but quickly. Until we destroy the threat of Jason Wilson, nothing else is important. Goodbye, apprentice.
And so not only did Barriss approve of my plan for Jace's parents, but he's also given me his blessing to go ahead and do with Kendo however I wish. In case you're wondering, why did I go for that rather than just outright kill them? Well, let's just say that I think it would probably be a little bit more pleasing for Jace to have her parents still around as opposed to me having butchered them. Why do you ask? Well, let's just say I have intentions for the lovely Jace Wilson. Now, let's go deal with Kendo. And this is why I don't feel too bad about telling them to bring Renata to him, because he's not going to enjoy her company for much longer.
Come in. I heard of your success, and I'm so very pleased for you.
Cut to the antics, Kendo.
Is there a problem?
Barriss told me you called me a traitor and blamed me for the murder of your fellow fools.
Oh, I see. How awkward for me. Allow me to explain. I realized when you blew up the power generator, several of my rivals would be exposed, so I seized the opportunity to eliminate them. I had company when I was speaking with your master, and I needed to keep my fellow house members blind to my maneuvering.
That is a lie. You contacted Barriss yourself, alone.
The truth comes out.
I only wanted Barris to know that I was looking out for him. It was harmless. I knew you would succeed, and all Barris would care about was that. Please don't kill me. Fimres, you and your men are assigned to me. If I am attacked, you must defend.
If Darth Barris's apprentice decides you die, we will not intercede.
Kendo's going to die. You can count on that.
It will be a pleasure to be relieved of this assignment. Can we help at all?
You know what? You had to deal with this slime so much longer than I did. So why don't you do the honors yourself?
I want you to kill him, Fimris.
As you wish.
You were supposed to protect me!
He was a sad and twisted waste of space. Serving him was torture.
I can imagine.
Now we report back to our master on the council. We will be paying attention to your exploits. Farewell.
Hopefully I can call upon your aid at some point. Until next time, Fimres. Now, let's talk with Barris.
You crushed Alderaan under your boot, apprentice. I am incredibly impressed. The planet will feel the sting for years to come.
I better be earning much more than your accolades.
When all is accomplished, the benefits will be considerable. Nomen Karr's Padawan can no longer hide in anonymity. I am pleased. By rooting out this Jason Wilson's parents, you have reached across the galaxy to strike a sharp blow at our enemies. Every lead followed perfectly, every planet ravaged. Our adversary is growing antsy, I can feel it. Expect news soon. Barris out.
My lord, I thought it prudent not to interrupt Darth Barris. We received a recorded transmission. It is queued when you are ready.
Sith, I'm Jason Wilson. My master, Nomen Karr, has no idea I'm sending this message. Let's be real. We both know this isn't about us.
Ah, the hunted seeks the hunter.
Our masters pretend otherwise, but this is personal. You and I are only pawns in their private war, and those I care about are caught in the middle. It has to stop.
Wow, gotta give it to her. She sure got guts.
I'm concentrating, slave.
Don't let my screaming get in the way.
I sense inconsistency in your actions. Maybe you're as tired of all this passive-aggressive foolishness as I am. This message includes coordinates where I'll be waiting in my ship. Let's discuss this face-to-face. No more nonsense.
What do you think of that, Captain?
It could be a trap, my lord. Nomen Karr may have put her up to it.
Hey, don't listen to Captain Paranoid here. I don't think it's a trap. I trust her.
Your opinion doesn't count, slave, especially when it isn't asked for.
Ow! Garbage! Wookie poo! Oh, that hurts!
The coordinates are set, my lord. We can rendezvous with her ship whenever you give the word.
Quinn sounded a little different there, didn't he? Like, he sounded like he actually had a different voice. Was able to actually get some of this stuff. Anyways. Alright, so we are approaching the end of the first act in this story here. Let's talk with Quinn for a bit.
My lord, my efforts to locate SIS agent Alderaan have finally paid off. There is a small window of opportunity to confront him. I can handle the matter personally. Permission to intercept and bring him down.
I'm sure you're pleased to begin your campaign to pay back Moff Broisk.
My lord, this isn't personal. I seek the good of the Empire only.
Just admit it. You hate this Moff who ruined your glory.
Hate is unnecessary. Duty is motivation enough. The Empire will finally be served, I'll return shortly. My lord, I'm back from my mission. I'm pleased to report Agent Voloran's decade of espionage has been brought to an end. It is a great day for the Empire.
Tell me you took great joy in ending the spy's life.
When he realized he was exposed, Voloran surrendered to me. I took him into custody. Thank you for allowing me to pursue this, my lord.
I expect your eyes and mine to be firmly occupied in my charge now.
I'll become doubly dedicated. Is there anything you require at this time?
My enemy's defeated.
We're working on that, my lord.
Alright, when we return, we will be looking to see about this meeting with Jason Wilson, to see what happens there. Stay tuned.